from Olfex.
Yeah, Olfex definitely might be the man that changes the outcome of the entirety of this matchup. He might be the man that leads his team towards victory overall. It's
On
just
the other hand,
ranked stats that we see, but he does play quite a bit of soldier too.
yeah, and Anna. Kevster could also do lots of work. He's also pretty high in SR at the moment. With Tracer main playing a bit of soldier.
Yeah, but sometimes Kevster did disappoint with that Genji, especially on Numbani when we had some high hopes for tier 3 whenever they needed to. When they were playing these additional rounds, he just got killed over and over and over again.
Maybe because they focused him in order to not get that many kills.
Yeah, that's definitely the case he was focused on, but on the other hand, you could see with the other Genji on the enemy team just obliterating him, RCK right there. Surely great performance, but well, it's already the past. We'll see how he does in here against Mix.
Okay, we actually have Lijiang Tower as an opportunity. And King's Row plus Route 66 as some maps.
So and pretty similar to the previous Veto's. It's probably going to be King's Row, Lijiang Tower, and once again Route 66 is the decider. It's always left out there as the decider. It's the 4th match in a row, and people never want to play it. Yeah, King's Row is going to be picked, so we'll see. So King's Row and Mix up against Tier 3. Not too sure, because Tier 3 got stomped by NC on King's Row, and Mix were so good against Wizards. So this could actually be quite a one-sided map if everything goes as expected.
Yeah, Olfex also got the possibility on Widow or Sombra with the special picks. And afterwards, King of the Hill, maybe, or Route 66.
Yeah, most likely, but yeah, there is still a chance that this Route 66 will get picked a little bit earlier. But, well, we saw the weirdest Route 66 actually just a while ago, deciding a very important match of the group, with Wizards actually being the ones that deserved it very much out there, but losing it at the end of the day. So, yeah. I feel like it's good to have it as a decider when the outcome is so surprising, right?
Yeah, totally. I mean, they still have the opportunity to come out as the first one in that group. And so we have 4 groups, and the first team wins at least 300 euros as a qualifier for the semifinals in 3 weeks, I guess, or 2 weeks.
Yeah, roughly 2 weeks it would be. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It will be the online playoffs out there to determine the 2 teams that will go to the offline finals, and that's where you can win the biggest chunks of money, right? With 3,000 euros on the line combined right here, and that's what the Legend Series is.
Yeah, I also think it's pretty awesome to play in front of a crowd offline, and to hear the cheers, and to go somewhere. Get a paint.
That's always evolving studios of ELCs where we have some cool features going on, and I'm super hyped that we're gonna have Overwatch finals right there, because it means they will get something Overwatch themed to the studios, and it's gonna stay there probably. So I'm gonna always have Overwatch around whenever I come there again.
Okay, we're starting the match. And I'm excited to see the plays. Ulthex immediately picking that Sombra, locking it. Maybe used to it from ranked to insta-lock that hero.
I know, but yeah, it is impressive, so why not? I'm actually glad that he goes for it.
So,
King's Row, the map that we're quite familiar with already today, and we've seen quite some different playstyles. So, yeah, once again, I'm happy that two different teams once again face off against each other on it, so that we'll see some differences maybe. Alongside with Otax's standard Sombra, there might again be a Hanzo in there, but Bruson, if I'm not mistaken, no, he was not the Winston player, it was Roiv.
Yeah, we also see
Soka,
Zarya.
Otax, they are the DPS. Sab, Ilka, they are the healers. Bruson is the other tank, right? Or the third DPS, the flex player, of course.
Well, let's see what they're going for. Still switching around. And tier 3 decides to play in the high ground.
And we know how it ended up once for Numi playing at the high grounds on a soldier of his, right? Got instantly shot down, and Numi once again is actually in a little bit of a different spot with this soldier, but once again he's the first one to get hit actually in the game. Luckily enough, not lethally.
Now they're on the spot. Actually close. Okay, now they're dropping down. And nobody got killed so far. Super Soccer getting quite low. There are the first 2 picks for the attacking team mix.
Okay, so 3 DPS not only working out for the defense, also for the offense. They're crushing the lineup of defending now, tier 3. So high grounds apparently seems to have like lower chances of working out here on this King's Row this far from our experience.
Yeah, it always depends how you execute it. I think you could also make it work. But yeah, sometimes you're also unlucky. In the attack we have EMP for mix, which could make the next engagement quite easy for them. Or Caster is able to throw in a juicy pulse bump. But is he? No, he isn't.
Wait, Kevster, I think he tossed out the pulse bomb, but he's not done anything with it, and instantly at the same time, Otax has tossed out the EMP that you can see how effective it is. Allows the rest of the team to demolish the tier 3 again. It's 2 consecutive team fights where they just don't give them any space. And Otax right now, he doesn't have too much percentage on that EMP, so he wasn't able to stack up off the team fight anyway, but he's still going to be happy with how it's gone. Genji around the corner. Is he going to do anything? Soka doesn't have his ultimate, doesn't have anything really, so just hope to poke the enemies down, and is lucky to get away from that Winston alive.
And with the Riser from the high ground, shooting up. Shooting down.
Oops, so what? He's just standing right behind the Genji, and Super Soka's like he did not notice him. But finally, Dukes just goes down, but it's taking them way too long. And Nike also to get finished off by the Winston. And another victorious team fight, 3 consecutive team fights without really losing too many people even. That's amazing performance from Mix, but what else could we expect from them if they were able to put up such a performance against Wizards?
Just their map, they just know how to play on it. Using each opportunity to go further, and EMP is up again, and there it comes in.
Well, always before that EMP comes in, Clowns or Kevster are able to use their ultimate, so that's quite lucky. But anyway, the team fight being tipped over to the favor of Mix as always. Clown to knock Ilka away from the map, but It's not like it's going to make such a big difference. Clown's the last man standing. One of the last men standing is Nike's right next to him. But when he goes down, Billard's going to get pushed further. But then Winston already respawns. Badger is on it. He gets rid of Roiv alongside with Kevstar. And will get in from the flank. He could do a lot with that Winston, but he definitely needs some supports. And only now are the people on his lineup respawning. That's a little bit of time wasted in there. And that's the payload pushed further.
There's so much time left on the clock. And
Yeah.
Super Soccer could use his blade just to demolish the whole team. And now waiting for the group. And he sees Anna. He really knows that that's the target for his sword. But we have another boost.
And Nano Boosted Badger just gets zoned away. Everybody falls back from him. They don't fight him. They can spare the 10 seconds for sure. Yeah, B goes down. Kevstar cannot blink, cannot recall. That's a very dead Tracer, and right after her, everybody else. And this
Oh my god, that
this has
Wiser.
to be it.
Yeah, for sure. The Wiser got it. Blade just distracted the Anna. And yeah, 3 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock. That's a really good time to go with.
That's an amazingly good time, and actually that's comparable to the time where Wizards got to this point, but then they got stopped for for an additional minute, so they have gone down to like 2:30. But yeah, 3:30 is the perfect run that they could have had there. And right now, it is the perfect run, delivered by Mix.
So yeah, tier 3 needs to get quite far. And as they struggled on in the first series with the first attack, I guess, yeah, they got it in overtime. It's going to be interesting. Also have Sombra in defense.
Yeah, Sombra in defense, in theory, is going to take care of some health packs and might abuse like more of her skill set compared to offense maybe. When you're so unstoppable, especially because you're never gonna stay in the same place, right?
Yeah, and he could also get supporters at the start of the game, or at least get them low and forces them to play a bit more defensively. I'm really interested if they're... It seems so, yeah. Going for Fire Mercy and Widowmaker. So, Sombra is not able to do anything against Mercy because she is in the air. Let's see if this is working out. Kev's looking for the first pick.
What a Fire Mercy and a Widowmaker.
That's
It's
interesting, yeah.
extremely risky also. Something just fails. It's gonna be horrible. Outdax already jumping in invisibly on the back of the enemy team. Kevstar is not gonna actually jump straight at him. Oh, very unluckily he was not able to pull himself up right there with the whole grappling hook, but still Outdax is not able to finish him off. Mercy jumps in right at the perfect moment, but it's only a single kill in exchange for 2, as when Kevstar was keeping himself and 2 of his teammates occupied to try and get rid of that Sombra. 2 people went down to the soldier.
Yeah. And first attack is still not over. Kevs is working on Mix.
Yeah. Well, now he's
But
got
also-
a Tracer on his back, and that's gonna work out finally.
Nice headshot on that soldier. Also finds Anna. And there we have the EMP, but there... Oh my god, Kev is
God, so
doing
helpful.
so much work. And it actually worked out.
Wow, Kevstar, and getting shot down so early on. A little bit of a failure with the grappling hook that could also fluster you completely, but no, he did not get completely like off guard or whatever. He just demolished, continued on, and composed himself. Oh, but there's the raise. Kevstar dies and is instantly up. You can see how important he is to the team, that they care about him so much. And from behind, Knight with the rocket barrage. Well, but this is so extended, and this is so good for tier 3, but they're not getting the point, they're not pushing the payload, they're not really wiping the enemy team, they're getting single kills that are not so influencing the game so much.
Yeah, Nyx was so good at stalling that point. Took like 2 minutes off, and Sombra harassing once again. Close to her MP. Has it now. And there are 4 minutes left to get to the next checkpoint. So Noom could do something with this pulse bomb, but for now they're just grouping and waiting for the engagement to happen. They also know that the EMP is coming in, but there wasn't much they could do about it. Oh, okay, Sombra came off quickly.
Right after the EMP, not much instantly happened, but then they chipped away at the enemies, killing off 4 of them combined. Kevster also will be... Oh, actually will die somehow! Right when he got to the respawn, already started healing up, he died inside of the room. Super Soaker finishing him off. And it's actually, yeah, Kevster just falling back towards that Genji. The Genji not being so effective right off the bats. I am a little bit worried, but maybe it's a little bit too early, but hopefully for Kevster, that Genji will work out well.
The Super Soccer did nice work on the backline, killed that Winston, and afterwards another player got down. And now we have the blade from Kevster, but he gets slapped by Sab. What a great sleep. Really important for the team. Gets soul rest once again by the Mercy, and there's a follow-up kill on Seb as a revenge for that sleep.
Primal Rage in the back line. That's gonna be Ilka being chased down, but he's not caught. The Winston jumps a little bit too far, unluckily enough for himself, but finally gets the kill. Secures it, Badger. That's the guy that gets it. And they can push a little bit further, but it's taking them a little bit too much time. It's always 5 seconds that they're missing right here, and compared to the perfect time bank that the enemy team has, I think that makes them more than happy to do that.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. And they have a nice defense. Rocket Barrage is close to be ready, but we also see that EMP could be used in some seconds, and this is perfect because they need to test it one more time, and they are absolutely able to. EMP is coming out, and Numi just getting killed left and right on kills. Let's see who is winning that engagement.
Both healers in the backline are assaulted by the Winston and Farah. Sab though manages to survive as Farah is shot down by Otex mid-ult. The payload is being delivered. It is going to be the second point for sure captured right now. Super Soaker, okay, never mind, he recalls, so he's not going to jump in to try and delay that for just a split second. And they already have much less time. They already have 1 minute less, and then they have to push it all the way to the third point, and then somehow take that third point if they want to get another shot at King's Road.
Yeah, and the EMP is up again. And it's quite good for tier 3. Okay, there is the EMP. Oh, no. And Kevster actually also lost his Giant Blade.
Oh wow.
Get kills.
Person to get a triple. There's the race. So the EMP completely useless all of a sudden, but Otag still finds a kill on Numi no matter what. And they're still fighting. It's still quite an evened out fight. Ilka finally falls to Kevster. Kevster does not have the Dragon Blade. Is going to be quite mad at the enemy team, but will be chasing them down too. Otag just barely manages to teleport away, almost dying out there, but has the health pack ready. Super Soaker. Oh, I don't think he's going to be so lucky though, and the payload's being pushed further and further and further, and all the 6 people are on it. Everybody's already respawned on the attacking team. Defenders have another EMP though. Boost this time surely does not have his ultimate anyway, so wouldn't be able to do much either.
Meanwhile, Badger is in the back line, hitting on those supports, but wasn't able to kill anybody. Mercy's going down, and main tank as well from the team.
still chiming in. He's trying, giving his best in here, but I think that this defense has prevailed, and yeah, especially as Knight's just falling back, waiting for the rest of the team spawn to come through right here. 60 seconds, and I don't think... Okay, if they get a team fight where they kill all the people in a blink of an eye, it's going to be enough. But if they kill one person and another one after 2 seconds, the enemy just have to respawn, and it's going to be atrocious with them coming in with mains and
there is SMP, and Mercy goes down, so no risk for them. That was an important pick as the rest of tier 3. Ooh, there was a nice pull from.
Yeah, nukes down Roy, and that's going to be a Winston missing. Badger still doing his job, but Tab with a double as a Yana. Yeah, and with the Tracer going down, it's also so important. It hurts so much. Is there anybody to get there in time? What was that? Oh, payload, I thought that Winston's died in that pull from. Luckily enough, Badger survived that somehow, and he'll be able to jump in. No! Oh, the sleep dart is in! But Clown manages to get there, and there's the raise, and now Badger will actually stay on the payload for a little bit longer. Numi joins in the fray. Knight and Tukes are in there, but pounding on them as the Primal Phase driver. So it's not enough, and 2 different team fights all over the place. Numi, though, not enough as a Tracer alone, especially as Rove's already finished off the other guy and has turned his back towards the respawn of the enemy team. Clown died way too early after he got there, and that's going to be a nice 3-2 in the favor of Mix. They were the expected victors on King's Row, although I don't think Tier 3 have done such a bad job. But even if they got that 3rd point without any time bank, it just would not have been a lot.
Yeah, they played really well, and also used Sombra quite nice. Oh wow, that's awesome. I like that highlight intro.
Yep.
And just describes how well they played with each other, because Sombra is only an opportunity if you really use those health packs, and they did.
Oh man, Lee Jong Tower is going to be the second one. So yeah, once again, if we do get to see a Route 66, it's got to be the decider. So teams, they don't dislike it enough to ban it, but they don't like it enough to play it, actually, apparently. That's how it is.
I mean, because of the first spot, it's hard to get through, or there could be some mistakes. Like we saw in the last series, Wizards weren't able to stop them just in time.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Licheng Tower. Who do you think will win here? Which team?
It's tough to say. The Farm Mercy that Tier 3 has shown us, it's been quite fine, and you can definitely do a lot with it on Licheng Tower on certain points. And then I'm wondering if the Sombra is going to be as effective in there. Of course, like when you have the EMP on the points, no matter which King of the Hill it is, you can shut down the entire enemy team anyway. But what are we about like teleport spots? Is she going to have some good ones on some of the points out there? Yeah, but overall, Otax should do fine. But for the sake of the competition, I would love to see Tier 3 winning this one to get another Route 66.
That would be nice. So let's see. Teams are ready. And we will hop into the map in a few seconds.
Yeah, and overall also, if Mix get through with a 2-0, it's going to be a nice setup for them to face off against the Wizards Club again, because that's what's waiting for them right after this matchup. But also another important thing is that they're not going to get any big break. It's just going to be a maximum of like 5 minutes, really. So it might get tiring at some point.
Yeah, but still, I mean, sometimes you play for 6 hours Overwatch, so I think they're used to it.
Oh yeah, of course.
But for sure, it's quite intense.
It's got to be. I mean, after all, it's still tournament play, so it's much more exhausting than just
Yeah.
regular gameplay. Or, well, if you're raging all the time on competitive, then I guess this is just a piece of cake.
I mean, you don't have to deal with trolls.
Yeah,
Just play as a team.
or I mean, you sometimes have to deal with the Junkrat that kills your entire team when you're all having.
Sometimes.
That can be nerve-wracking too. But yeah, never mind that. We're getting into night market actually right off the bat right here. Previously we had two same setups of points, so I was quite worried that maybe the settings are not right. But yeah, it is randomized apparently, and there we go.
Was just lucky. Well, we also see the Sunrod Ulflex. He didn't change. He's believing in his team to play with his play style. Numi was quite low for some time.
Oh,
but still,
thanks. Oh, already had the ultimate, but
close.
already also dies. And that's gonna be some kills going down on both the sides. What a massacre in there, Brusen on his Diva, trying to catch somebody out there, and that's gonna be Nike on that Pharaoh of his, and Sab actually to shoot him down. That's something nice. Oh, ouch! Nike flew out of the map, so that Mercy couldn't really get to the surface before, yeah, falling down to death. I think she probably would have wanted to die anyway, since they wanted the reset, but it's a little bit unlucky because there was nobody to grab onto.
Then they have EMP for the next engagement. And Sublade for a follow-up, so this could be quite perfect. But Team Mix knows it, I think. They know Ulflex is a really good Sombra player and that he is able to have it. Moreover, they have res, so there is an opportunity to come back.
The positioning overall of Nike and Tux is really good. Pretty much on the borders of the map where nobody can reach them, and yeah, once again the setups are just not really allowing them to do a lot of damage to them. Nobody on long range can successfully deal with that Pharaoh and Mercy. Tux with a double res out there. Numi, Badger, they're getting the kills, and not only a good res, but a very good T-fight. Rocket Barrage not so successful though. It all hits the roof, but it doesn't matter. Since Badger just cleans up.
Yeah, that was nice. Nicely played. Right, Team Mix. It just adapted to that Sombra play. And it worked.
Yeah, however, 80% are already there for tier 3, so that's a good start, surely, for a team that right now is massively on the back foot after losing the first map.
Caps are waiting for the opportunity to actually kill Sombra there, and hops onto the Zenyatta, gets a double kill, and not the triple kill.
Killing off that Sombra is so huge right now for Mix. Whenever they just get rid of their hair, they know that there's not going to be any EMP available for the enemy team. They can hop in, they can group up finally. While with the Sombra alive, it's really tough. They don't want to get too close together because then they will all get disabled and just lose a team fight. It's really tricky.
Now EMP is ready, and rest is also close to be done. So let's see if they're able to execute it well once again.
Yeah, good teleport, good EMP, although not much more than right after. Actually, Roy Velkasab all of a sudden just throwing down the hammer. Pharaoh, yeah, when the Mercy falls, the Pharaoh is also going to be dead instantly after. And that could be it, or will it be enough time for the red team to come back here and once again contest it?
And Mercy tried to rest, but she got killed off. Only was able to get one, so she saved it.
So Super Soaker actually loses that one. Sab has got his Transcendence. This could be key to this team fight. And Roy also throwing down the Primal Rage. Justice Race from above, getting 2 kills. And that's going to be very important as at the same time, with the Pharaoh, of course, is a Mercy who has the Raze. That will definitely give another shot at the team fight for Mix if they need it, but they don't even need it. They don't need the res. They can save it for another fight, and that way it all goes down to the next one.
Yeah,
Oh,
so Mercy needs to be hacked or focused. And that was a... Sorry.
They're delaying and killing people right after the team fight too, which is another little bit of time. But yeah, as you say, Mercy has to be disabled. Otherwise, it's 2 team fights at one time that Tier 3 have to win if they want to take that first point. EMP doesn't hit Mercy already.
She's hiding, she's hiding. Is she able to do something?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the rest from Chester.
I thought it's gonna be at least 2 people, but it's enough. The team fight's victorious. Sure, Kevster was able to get the kill on Brucen, and only Otax remained. And actually, Kevster is the one to take him down. I thought this this Raze would have been more spectacular, would have been more impressive, more flashy, but healing just one person was enough at the end of the day. Or resing, excuse me.
Yeah, sometimes the rest on only one person saves you. Brings back the people. But I mean, if they're not dying too many people, it's also nice. Mercy doesn't have to rest. But in here, it's quite difficult for Mercy to get away, so we also don't see her. We actually see Sombra on both sides in order to steal the health packs from the other team and not to have EMP up so fast, or at least this is going to be great. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Well, thanks. Actually not hacking the enemy health back. We'll see what the idea of his is.
We have quadruple DPS. Yeah, so it's all here for sure with Sombra.
Wow, Knight, Kevstar to Xumi. Yeah, that looks real interesting. And the Reaper most of all, because we've not seen a Reaper for longer than 5 seconds today yet.
Yeah. Against the monkey. There's nothing to work with. And yeah, Team Mix has EMP ready. Let's see if they're able to win the team fight with it.
Oh, thanks though, shot down by Badger, and that's gonna be actually Badger. Oh, Clown losing so much HP, but both of them are still alive. Nike is he gonna be able to get away from there? Yeah, he is, but Numi is not as lucky as him and falls down. Super Soaker almost has the Dragon Blade. The EMP still ready for Otax, but he's gotta get back to the team fight, and there he is. Hacks 4 people at least right there. That's gonna be Sab, Roy, Super Soaker, everybody of them getting a kill apiece, and point is taken over again. Is the 4 DPS actually what they want to run? That's the question, because it's not bad or good yet, in my opinion.
Because there's so less heal. I have a lot of ultimates. I'm interested. And they really need to focus down the enemies.
Well, for now they all have 6 ults. Let's see. That's gonna be a Dragon Blade and an EMP and well, Death Blossom and everything. Nike is not gonna get anything, but Kevstar with the double. Cloud also even chiming in as that Lucio, the sole healer of the lineup Mix.
And yeah, if you look at all the health packs, everything is just hacked for Team Mix. There's EMP and not a RAZER. He actually gets 2 kills, will be more kills with that. Monkey quite low. Finish off Tracer and finish off all of the enemy Team Mix. Is getting killed by a Bruce.
Okay, so we've got it quite even in here. It's 69 to about like 55 at least.
Now just switched Summer to Anna.
Okay, so a little bit more healing coming through, but still 3 DPS in here. And yeah, tier 3 are getting slightly desperate, I think, in here. But why? Since they got the first point, is it really necessary? Or maybe they just don't have any other idea for the control center. Maybe this is the point that they don't like on Lijiang Tower. Anyway, though, Super Soaker's going to nuke down Tooks, so he's not going to be too useful as that Ana. He's not getting the Ana boost in the first team fight. That's unlucky. Nike also going down before he's able to toss down the Death Blossom, but I think that they were already falling back. Resigned after that team fight.
But I think it's a good idea for Mix if they won the first map and then to experiment a bit with the compositions, so they're able to lose a map if it's not working at all. That EMP did a lot, and there's a blade, but he wasn't able to get through.
Alright, so overtime sticking. But it is the red team that's actually on point right now, so they will take it over.
Okay. So there's one more engagement to win for tier 3. And they have Nano Razor, and there's no Diva to soak up the damage.
Well, there we go. Tactical Visor and Nano Boost and everything Bruce said is delivering the damage. Oh, not the greatest timing for a Death Blossom. What are you doing, Roy Vilka? They're all getting the kills out there, and that's completely demolished the lineup of tier 3 in here.
That was so play of the game. Totally. Okay, they need a pause. I hope they see it.
Score 1-1.
Okay, nice.
Ooh. So that's going to be a little bit of a pause now, and 1-1 in terms of the points right here. Mix versus tier 3. Mix with one map of an advantage already, and in my opinion, they're not looking bad for sure. So they will be reaching out for this Lijiang Tower, but a little bit of shenanigans with the quadruple DPS going in right here from tier 3. Interesting, that for sure, but is it something they wanted? I don't know.
Yeah, you can play it if you have the Lucio, yeah. Sometimes it works. Also on Temple of Anubis in defense, teams try to run that, but it's quite difficult to execute. I really like that they tried it, and they unfortunately lost that map. But if it would have worked, then they would have found something new to work with. Because Sombra is always quite difficult to deal with if the other team plays with the Sombra quite well, as they did. So next map, there is a possibility to play Far Mercy again. And hope on those RAZERs, as we see from Mix.
Okay.
Good choice.
All systems checked out.
But we also see Far Mercy on both sides.
Oh yeah, and
That's cool.
I'm not too surprised by this one, actually. It's definitely something that you're able to pull off.
Yeah, sure.
Far Mercy is good on this map, so I'm not surprised that both the teams would decide to go for this pick, and it's definitely going to be an interesting matchup to see who hits the direct rocket first right now. Super Soaker is the first one to go for fight. Nike is getting the damage delivered on towards him. What an aerial battle in there. But nobody dies just yet. Badger is going to take down Otax on the ground on the other side. There's no Sombra, something that we did not pay attention to really.
Oh, yeah.
Super Soaker knocks down Numi. Kevstar to get the kill on Mercy, and that could change everything. Nike also knocks down Ilka, and that will be the red team grabbing the upper hand in here.
It's also a fight between the two Pharahs. It's always strange to engage another Pharah, but if the other Pharah is just better in reading the movement and hitting the direct shots, you might just switch off. But let's see who is the better Pharah in here.
Alright, Super Soaker actually. Okay, he's gonna be fine, of course he is. He gets the kill on Numi out there too, but Kevster and Badger are replying with some damage of their own. The red team's just soaking up the percentage tier 3. They really want that second point for themselves. And Kevster cleaning them all up. Another person's going to just fall down to his death, and I believe that was Otax.
Yeah.
And Otax actually, I feel like he's starting to experiment a lot. Like we saw tier 3 experiment with the quad DPS right now. Otax doesn't go for the Sombra, decides for the Tracer, so that's quite normal. But when he picks up the Soldier...
Yeah, against Pharah.
Yeah, it's a little bit new, but yeah, sure. Trying to go for it against the Pharah, but this far, all the teams have figured it out without the Soldier, and Toogs is going to get a double raise right there. Before that, they get a double kill. Now they quadruple kill, and that's a team kill. Yeah, the 3rd team kill of the day.
Yeah, Super Stalker also switches off that Pharah to Tracer because he wasn't able to compete with the Pharah from team tier 3, even with the ult, which is a good step. Now hiding on the spot, but there's so many ultimates for team mix, so they also have rest. This should be fine for them.
Yeah, and just holding on to that raise, and no far out there for them.
Yeah, that Mercy might switch after using rest.
Yeah, that's probably what they're gonna do, but the Reds just shows you how important it is. But for now, there is no need to use it even because they're winning the team fight. So yeah, you still have the res, but I'm not too sure if it's not risky actually. Stay like this.
Yeah, if the Mercy gets picked off, which is quite common because she's not able to fly away anymore, it's just a waste. But Mercy is just hiding in the backline. She knows. It's her time. They need to bait the ults and then fly in there. 2 mates down, waiting for the 3rd. Yes, and there.
Okay, what a resurrect right now. That's huge, but then Rocket Barrage to follow it up right after, but Bruce's gonna cut down Nomi, and it's just 1 kill of the Rocket Barrage. It was supposed to kill off all the people that got raised up, and Nike is still staying alive so long with a Farah and Mercy to support, and there's a raise on the other side too. You have to remember about that. The tier 3 once again take it over with 90% already. Sab is behind with Zenyatta. Numi, excuse me, that's Otax joining him right now, but it's a little bit late. I'm not too sure if they will make it in time. Nobody to grab you. Oh wow, the Winston with a clutch jump.
And he also is close to Primal Rage. No, he gets cut off of 99%. But okay, how many people are there? 3 people from Team Mix, more coming in. So I think there's no possibility for Team Mix to get the point.
Yeah, probably not a chance out there, but what a clutch jump from Winston. Imagine him just hitting the wall right there and not flying in somehow. Wow, he once again didn't get the Primal Rage off. Or actually tried to do it, but got killed in the...
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
1-2.
2-1 in favor of tier 3. So these guys just need 1 more point right here on Lijiang Tower to get themselves over to Route 66. They've not given up yet. The map is not over yet, or the match rather. It's not yet said that it has to be mixed versus Wizards again, right?
And they are running Far Mercy again in order to avoid that EMP. Just counter it with a res, which worked quite good in the first round. So it's their map actually. Let's see if they're able to close it up here.
Sure, it will be quite important that the battle between Sombra and Mercy. Mercy just trying not to get EMP'd out of the battle, and Sombra giving her best to actually find that Mercy. Always interesting to see. There we go, already a lot of damage going down. Oh, the kills in the favor of Mix so quickly. Way too quickly, actually. Nike and Kevster finally reply somehow with a 4v6 situation. They're able to get 2 kills without any more casualties on their side. But still, the soldiers are very important in here. Nomi and Rusen, they will be the highlights for now. But Nike also chiming in, will be charging up that Rocket Barrage, which, as always, It's a crucial
Yeah.
ultimate to changing the outcome of the entire team fight, right?
Yeah, he did a lot of work in the team fight, hitting a lot of direct hits, finishing off the Sombra and the Winston.
Badger's just trying to get a good position for himself, but he gets spotted.
He actually killed himself with the rocket barrage. Well, unfortunate.
Oh. There we go, attack, tail cap.
EMP is ready.
Gonna be the blue team dominating in here. Kevstar with the only reply. Knight just respawning, finally flying in, but they already lost the point, and yeah, he's still, at the end of the day, too far.
And they didn't have to use EMP, so they have it for the next round, but Rez is ready. In a perfect world, they will be the EMP, people die, and Mercy rests.
In a perfect world, but the question is, will they foresee that, and will Mercy be able to get a good raise instead of just one person this time? But yeah, previously they didn't need a better one because they were doing fine in the team fight, but what if they like lose the team fight completely and they get just one person raised? That would be horrible.
Trying to go on spot instantly in order to bait that EMP. EMP is coming out, Mercy is in position, she's waiting, and there are 3 people down. Is she able to? Yes, there we go.
A good res, very nice one, and on point right now, but then there's Transcendence to actually stop the incoming damage right after, and they get 2 kills again! So the res completely negative. And Nike also is gonna fall down after 2. Skepster just has to commit suicide. They know they've lost this battle, and was it actually worth it? Hold on to that Mercy for so long on the previous point to get her here again.
Someone working on this. Okay, that was close.
So close to EMP again, but actually dies. Badger taking good care of the Sombra, and he pops out the ultimate a little bit too early in my eyes, but then he manages to get over to the point quickly enough and keeps tossing the enemies aside. And Yada is also getting pinned up by, oh my goodness, the Discord Orb, and just the ult attacks were enough to get rid of the Winston.
Okay, Barrage is once again ready.
Your support has arrived.
And but EMP as well. So let's see if they're able to win with that EMP. Sombra is going in position. That's going to be interesting.
Some good DPS ultimates ready for the red team, while on the blue side they also have a Primal Rage, which could be key to taking the point in there. But oh my goodness, tier 3's obliterating mix before the fight even begins, really.
Yeah.
They didn't get close to the point or anything, so that's the equalizer, and the final fight is coming. But now, just 1 ultimate's available for Mix, and they will have to deal with 3 on the defending team.
Wiser and Transcendence close to the finish.
Oh yeah, indeed, that's true. So it evens out the odds a little bit, but there's also a big chance that Kevstar will get the Pulse Bomb during the fight too.
So there's the Rocket Barrage, but
it
it's
missed
not hitting
completely.
anything. Ooh, Sep is going down. That's Whisper.
What a Pulse Bomb in there, and the defending team indeed prevails, but now they have the huge lead, and they will hold on to the lead. They just have to finish off anybody that's left behind. That is a Tracer and the Sombra, the really sneaky small ones, but not small enough to hide away completely. And that is 3-1. That will be the map for tier 3.
So we will see Route 66. Yeah, Sep died there.
Heroes never die.
Too fast. Not able to get the Transcendence out. The last fight.
Oh wow. 3-1 actually. So we're not getting to see the 5th one, and I don't know. I expected a little bit better from Mix, to be honest. Not like I'm completely disappointing by them, or I'm saying that they played it bad, but just I thought that they would be the ones to really like show the strength, to really just say that we win 2-0 or we just barely lose it by like a stroke of luck from tier 3 or something. But no, it was a very serious and a fair map by tier 3 in here. Now the Route 66, which confused us a little bit in the previous matchup, wondering what it's going to be like in the losers match. And actually, just the first team is being knocked out right now. So we're not even yet so advanced right here in the brackets. We still have 4 teams alive in the competition. But now one of them is going to be out.
Yeah, Mix was quite good on King's Row. So let's see how they're doing on another payload map. Moreover, Route 66 is just so perfect for Sombra with all those health packs available. So actually, I expect Mix to win this map.
Just for the Sombra pick, or do you actually expect that their proficiency in King's Row is going to translate onto how they do on?
Yeah, I think so.
Because, well, remember what we had in the first match of the day. Ensei, they did very well on King's Row, but they struggled so much on the bottom. At the end of the day, winning it. But yeah, the first attempt was just not so good.
Stick to the plan. And if you get into
So, actually also playing with Anna Numi, who played Soldier on Ninjang Tower. Okay, he might switch, maybe, because triple support sometimes happens, but not like this. And in defense, for sure, we have Sombra. Widowmaker could also do a lot of work here on attack for tier 3.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And they actually go for it. Okay,
Let's
triple
throw it down.
DPS. As they did on King's Row. And it took them a long time to actually get the point, so... Ooh. Ulthex immediately get post zone.
Widowmaker actually missing a shot on a Winston. Something not so common, but then the kill goes through on Anna. And real close to actually getting the Tracer down too, but didn't work out. Right now there's a Soldier! What a
That
headshot!
flick shot! Oh my god!
So close that he gets the legs of the Tracer under the payload. Man, that looks quite good. And these shots are so out of nowhere, you're like, oh, he's gonna miss it. But then he gets the kill somehow.
Yeah. It's just the feeling for Widowmaker. Love to see those great plays.
Just what I needed.
I mean, they're able to engage one more time also with EMP. Now waiting for it. Okay, EMP is ready. They're going in, but there's a pulse bomb. Okay. And we have the EMP coming out.
Yep, the EMP blocking. Kevster completely blocking. Nice! Oh, he's on the ground, and also with the ultimate available, but he's blocked by the EMP, but they're still winning the fight completely. And Nomi didn't even chime in too much for this one. He couldn't see anybody for half of the team fight at least.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Got the infra side, now pops it, and we'll be looking for some quick victims for himself. Sees another Widowmaker. Kevster, was it actually a good idea to go for it?
Yeah, okay. Rocket Barrage kills the Winston. And the Sage is also quite nice for Widow because there's so much space to just kill people coming out of the entrance.
There we go, Kevster just trying to wait it out with the Tracer, probably also looking for some info for that Widowmaker. The sound also is quite important here. That place,
Or just
not
weaken
quite there.
the enemy Widowmaker. And force her back.
Ooh, false bomb. Ah well, the kill goes through anyway.
Yeah.
That's gonna be, wow, Kevster getting another one. Numi now trying to shoot it down with a Widowmaker outside. The inside's already completely clear. Then Numi's assaulted by a D.Va, and the Lucio has to get some support from the rest of the team. Knight trying to provide that support with his Pharah, and he's doing it quite well. But Kevstar actually cleaning up most of this fight. He got 2 kills on the inside already, and 2 kills when he came back to the Roadhog. Ouch. This is the first time we see a Roadhog today, and the first hook is so effective.
Trying to contest one more time. It's unfair on both sides. But that RAZER is cleaning up most of the team and was so important for Team Mix.
A nice airborne shot to rule out an Ana and then almost kill the Roadhog right there for Numi, but then he got caught by OTAX. And OTAX overall, yeah, just showing a huge diversity out there. Tracer, Sombra, Soldier, Roadhog, and he also played the Widowmaker for just a moment before he died.
Yeah, it's also always nice to have such a tool in your team. There's so many possibilities. Rocket Barrage filling up Seth. And gets rest.
Is to just seal the deal completely. Only Super Soaker left alive out there, trying to deflect the rockets right at the Pharah, but unfortunately enough it doesn't hit, so he's not really able to disrupt them at all. And second point is taken with 4 minutes left out there. Definitely not a bad timer for Road 66. It definitely is doable to get the 3-0. We're still a little bit of a time back behind them.
Now switching the Pharah and the Mercy, because the last spot isn't that great for those heroes. Don't have the ability to fly high. So, and there we go with the whole hog. And Badger, ooh, he actually survived. His ult came up just in time.
There's the Reinhardt also pushed in. The Winston is not going to get hit by the hook, and he can just jump away. Already delivering quite a bit of confusion into the team fight. Super Soaker, just a single kill with the Dragon Blade. Not necessarily what he was looking for as Clown shuts him down. Sam, he's got a good position with the Ana of his. And where is the Nano Boost? They need it even in this team fight as they're overpowering the enemies and forcing themselves to back away.
Yeah, interesting composition. No dive on the defense.
Oh, Kevstar. So the back line, but he's hitting the Zarya with her barrier on, so not too good at all. Brucein though with the only kill for the blue team in this team fight and Mix. Oh, they have a good challenge up against them. If just like that, tier 3 will be able to secure the last point, although the enemy team is back. Roy, what? With the charge, he hits the barrels that were right in front of him, so that's a completely wasted one.
Ooh, wasn't able to get his ulti Badger. But there are 2 minutes left. Oh, what a nice Graviton surge, but there was not enough follow-up.
That's exactly it. No offensive ultimate to actually deal the damage right there. Was wondering if it indeed is such a good one. He actually put the defenders right on top of the payload, so you couldn't really push it further. And now they lose the T-fights. So that's the time running out. That's unlucky, because it could have been some very tasty 2 minutes on the time bank after getting 3 points here.
And now they need to reform. And all thanks is flanking to get that pick. Also close. Ooh, he finds Ana! That's so big. Oh my god, what a good pick.
Yeah, oh thanks. He does have these golden shots on his Roadhog this far. First of all, a Tracer, now an Ana gets the squishy targets. And we'll go for another hook and grabs on towards a Soldier, eliminating another DPS on the enemy team. The whole hog from behind then. And finally to shut him down is Kevstar, who was chipping at his back for all that time. But it's not so easy to bring down a Roadhog with a Tracer.
Now the Nano Boost on the high charge Zarya. Could be a good idea, but she runs into the sound barrier. We also have
sound
Hammer
barrier,
down.
Reinhardt. So not much done out there.
I've shot already. And another Graviton Surge. nicely on that soldier. He was
That
ulting.
might be dead. Oh, there is a good shot throw towards 3 people though. Thatcher will be able to run away. No! A good charge this time, and he gets pinned against the truck. And well, yeah, the soldier also isn't getting away from there, anywhere from there. And actually, Kevster, he was a lot. Okay, he had an idea to just jump over there. And does he have another blink? Question: yes, he does. He can push. No, never mind. They will not allow him to take the point. That would have been amazing. But he triggers the overtime at least. But to no avail. Clown does not make it.
Complete. Score.
Yeah, not pushing it through, but still pushing it far.
Yeah, definitely that's a good push, but you're not safe when it's not 3-0, right?
Yeah. It's the opportunity to win the game in this push for Team Mix.
But then still, the variety of heroes that we got to see on this attack of tier 3 was just amazing. So wondering if also Mix are going to serve something interesting for us. If Othax is going to indeed decide to play with that Widowmaker this time. Because on defense, he just decided to go for it to try and counter, but he was instantly killed, so that's proven to be a waste. And yeah, like a more go-to pick this far is on King's Row Widowmaker, on Route 66 Widowmaker. We've not seen a Hanzo yet.
Maybe there's not a good Hanzo player on the team. I mean, it's not that easy to play him.
Yeah, the projectile hero is completely different from the hit scans, and some guys just don't like it, but yeah, normally I expected Hanzo to be a little bit more popular on King's Row for sure. Anyway,
Yeah.
about to get into possibly the last phase of this matchup. Okay, it is the last phase of this
it
matchup.
is.
That could be, can be no overtimes anymore, like second rounds or anything. No draws.
Oh, we see him. Oh no, he switched. Okay.
But Otax holds on to the Widowmaker, so there we
Yeah.
are.
Shooting into the people. Sombra is on him. And
Aw.
gets him.
Tastes his own medicine right now. The Sombra kills him. Otax, ultimate Sombra player today. A little bit unlucky, and yeah, that's not a successful level Widowmaker, but he does not decide to switch it, interestingly enough. And wow, the offense got destroyed. That's a first time we see it on Route 66, I think, today. Wasn't as bad on the first pushes for the attacking teams ever.
No, there was one push. But they had to go back into spawn immediately.
Oh yeah, that
Because
was
they were so aggressive.
Ensei, yeah. Tooks once again goes for the MP, kills Sab instantly after. Also Clown with the assist of Tooks'.
Yeah, Olfax trying to get something, but he's all on his own. He needs to be careful in order to not get killed. And we have Rusen, the pulse bomb, so this could be the opening kill. He gets the sticky on the Winston.
Nobody focused on Kevstar out there. He just runs around, blinks and recalls and delivers the damage, but he's not able to kill anybody, so I guess that's why they don't focus on him. He's not useful enough to actually be a good target. Sab with a ton of damage delivered as a Zenyatta in here. And now this is a good and efficient push, but still it won't be enough to get the first point just yet, and they already spent a little bit more time than tier 3 on it.
Yeah, we have EMP ready. And Sombra is trying to get... Okay, nice! He also got the Widowmaker, right? Yeah. That's a good catch. Going in quite deep. But are they able to win that fight with this ultimate?
Oh, Badger is finally going to go down, but it's a little bit late in my opinion. Nike has got his own That could be pretty big, but he doesn't even need to use it. The self-destruct, though, will be ready for as soon as the enemy team comes again.
They have nice ultis in defense. Kevster could do a lot of work with the pulse bomb. Gets the kill on Ulthex immediately.
Still, he's going to be quite fine. Well, there's a Dragon Blade, and now Nike is dropping down there. Actually, self-destruct not doing so much, but still, once again, forces the enemies to go back into the tunnels so they cannot lay their hands on the payload. 60 seconds remaining. That's just got to be another push, most probably. And Othag's just, yeah, suiciding right now, looking at Kevster, trying to let him kill him.
That's unfortunate. It's a lot of time they lost with that Saga.
And Othag's, I think...
Yeah,
he switches to Soldier, and Super Soaker decides to go for a Mei.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough. But yeah, the Widowmaker definitely would have been useless on that one last push that they gotta get down. They have to get everybody on that payload right now.
Mei is...
Oh, Winston. Oh, luckily enough has the primal rage, because that could have been a very dead Winston. But they already lose their Lucio. And this could very much be it. Before the first point is taken, just like Wizards were supposed to. Tier 3 might be doing that. And yeah, the GG already called out by Ulthax. Yes, that is it. No time, no chance to even get the overtime going. 3-0, excuse me, on Route 66.
I shouldn't have changed my call. Said Tier 3 will win, and then I changed it to mix. Damn it.
Oh yeah, I said I hope that they will not go down without a fight, and they're actually the ones to win. Numi with a Widowmaker play of the match. It's always interesting to see.
Oh yes.
Great headshot number 1, and then a lot of damage number 2, but no kill. But very nice assistance to the team. And then he continued on, pushed through the tunnel. When they took the first point, he used the infrasight to spot out the enemy Widowmaker. That was Othax, and Kevster jumped straight on top of him, so that also eliminated the Widowmaker. Wasted one hero rotation for Othax completely. Then after he switched over to Roadhog, he finally started doing something. But yeah, a lot was earned with that one single play on the Widowmaker. And congratulations, definitely, to Tier 3. They're still alive, and we're going to get to see a matchup that we did not yet witness today. We expected maybe a rematch of Mix versus Wizards Club because it was such a good match. But it's actually going to be Tier 3 to face off against them. So once again, the team, better on paper, manages to push through. But Mix, surely a good performance in the tournament. And I would love to see them again in another Overwatch Legends series, possibly.
It's going to be interesting. And also which maps are going to be banned. Yeah, and we might miss the Sombra plays from Ulthax. Also left the game quite early.
Yeah, it's not the first one he did, and yeah, happens. But that's just how it goes. And also Super Soaker was a little bit salty towards a couple of situations. But yeah, before we get into Wizards Club versus Tier 3, we're going to go into a little bit of a break. As we mentioned, like 5 minutes to get the teams ready for all that. And yeah, we'll see the elimination match right after. It's going to be the grand finals to decide who gets to the online finals, who gets to fight for the prize money of the Legend series. So be sure not to miss that. See you in about 5 minutes.
Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say